What's up guys? In today's video I'm going to talk about how you can get lean, shredded, and ripped as fast as possible. Terms like ripped and shredded make us picture a very muscular person that's also extremely lean. So to be able to get ripped and shredded with muscle, you have to remember that we first have to build that muscle mass. If you don't spend a good amount of time building muscle, you can get pretty lean, but you probably won't look like what we normally associate the words ripped and shredded with. On the other hand, if you're somebody that has already spent a bunch of time building up your muscle, or you just spent your time being athletic and your muscles got built up from that, and now you want to cut down, your end result will probably be that shredded look that most people are looking for. Whether you're looking to get ripped or just to get lean, it makes no difference because the protocol is really the same. Your goal has to be to burn body fat from your whole body. You're not going to go from 30% body fat down to 10% body fat in a month and maintain it. Probably not 2 months or 3 months either. So your best bet is to try to keep your body fat under control year round. I'm not saying that you have to be cut up year round, but you shouldn't let your body fat percentage climb to a really high level just because you can wear a sweatshirt throughout the winter. The first key to maintaining a good body fat percentage year round is to always do your planned workouts, whether you feel like it or not. And the second key is to not overeat past your daily caloric requirements. Again, this doesn't mean that you have to be on a diet year round. It just means that you have to be sensible with your eating habits year round. This will help you have a good starting point before taking the 2 powerful steps that I'm about to give you that'll help you burn that extra fat so you can look ripped. So let's get to those steps. The first step is to calculate your daily macros, fill those macros with single ingredient fresh sources, and to cycle your calories throughout the week. And the second step is to do as many of your workouts as possible in a fasted state. That's it, done. Just kidding, I'm going to elaborate a little more. So the first and most important step is to really take control of your diet. Nothing else that you're going to do is going to compensate for a bad diet. To get shredded and to get ripped, it's a good idea to track your daily calories and your daily macros until you get good enough with it to where you can just look and know how many calories and how many macros that particular meal has. Luckily, it's really easy to do this with a number of different apps like MyFitnessPal, for example. And most of these apps will even include a daily calorie calculator that will tell you how many calories you need to eat to hit your goal weight. It's good to use daily calorie recommendations from a good calorie calculator because this way you prevent yourself from cutting your calories too low. Cutting your calories too low for an extended period of time will not produce aesthetically pleasing results. Another great thing that you can get from each of these calorie calculators is a breakdown of what specific macronutrients you should be having in what amounts throughout the day. To get ripped, you're going to have to fill those daily macro allotments with good, clean food. All the food that you find in its natural state in the outside aisles of the grocery store are good macro sources for fat loss. All the food that you find in the inside aisles of the grocery store that are processed and put in a box are not good for fat loss. Obviously, you can take rice and put it in a box, but everyone knows what I'm talking about. Rice is real food. Crackers, for example, are not. I made a video earlier in which I said that you want to stick to single ingredient foods when trying to burn fat, and this created a whole bunch of confusion for a lot of people. I had people asking me questions like, is salad unhealthy? Because my salad doesn't have just one ingredient, I mix multiple vegetables into my salad. So I want to clarify this. You can take any one single ingredient food and mix it with other single ingredient foods and make some pretty damn delicious healthy fat loss meals. The single ingredient strategy is more for when you're at the grocery store picking the ingredients that you're going to use later to cook whatever it is that you're going to make. It's fine if you mix these ingredients together. There is certain food that you're going to have a lot of trouble finding with only one ingredient. For example, bread and pasta, it's very difficult to find bread or pasta that just says bread or pasta. However, black bean pasta, for example, just has black beans and water. Brown rice pasta only has brown rice, rice bran, and water. Compare this to your traditional wheat pastas and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. The same thing goes for bread. If you could leave bread out on the shelf and it doesn't go bad just from sitting there for 2 weeks, then you know that either the food is dead or it has so many preservatives in it that it won't go bad. On the other hand, sprouted grain breads, which usually have to be kept refrigerated or frozen, are filled with single ingredient food sources rather than refined processed dead grains. Now, when you first make the switch to these healthier alternatives, keep in mind that it's going to take some time for your taste buds to adapt. Over time, you may even start to enjoy these sources more than your old preferences. Keep in mind that you can still get fatter from healthy food sources if you overeat past your daily macro allotment. So stick to that number and only drop it if you plateau and stop losing fat. To burn fat, you can eat multiple small meals throughout the day, or you can have one giant meal throughout the day. It really all depends on what works better for you. Focus on hitting your macros with nutritious, real food, and don't stress so much about meal frequency. One thing that has always helped me lose a massive amount of fat quickly has always been carb cycling. You can try to put a couple low and high carb days throughout the week to get yourself started on a carb cycling schedule. I have a video that I already made that goes more in depth into carb cycling, and I'll include that link in the description below. The other powerful tip to get shredded is to do fasted weight training and fasted cardio in the morning. If you have the ability to do it in the morning before having breakfast, then do it. By doing a workout before you eat anything, you'll have much easier access to your fat stores, and you'll burn way more fat than if you were to eat first. You can throw in 2 to 3 fasted cardio workouts per week. You don't really need any more than that. And try to do as many of your weight training workouts as possible in a fasted state. If you're doing weight training workouts 5 days a week, and you take even 2 of those workouts and do them fasted, and also add in another 2 fasted cardio workouts a week, you should see significant changes in your body fat over the course of even 4 weeks. So just to review, you could start burning body fat quick just by tracking your daily macros and hitting those numbers with healthy, clean food, and by adding in a couple fasted workouts throughout the week. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video and would like to view more videos and tips just like this one, you can subscribe to my channel. Also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a big thumbs up. And if you'd like to work with me or one of my trainers online, or get fresh fat loss meals delivered directly to your house, you can visit my website. That's it. I'll see you guys next week.